Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jeff Curry at CompanyCo, and I'm bringing you kind of a tips and tricks type of guide to Dead by Daylight. Since there isn't too many of those out there, it seems that people are mostly just putting up gameplay because that's what a lot of people want to see. But as people start playing the game, they want to probably know how to be a better survivor. And since I just learned like a few little tips that are helping me so far to being a better survivor, since I really sucked that first time I played. You can ask Brandon, it was awful. Tip 1. Stay together. It is always safer and it's easier to confuse the hunter if you guys are together. And it also, for taking objectives, getting the generators, it goes a lot faster with 2 or 3 people. Like if you guys are getting chased, it's easier to just split up, and that'll just confuse them a lot. Tip 2. Don't die to save your teammates. As much as you want to be a team player, as much as you want people to like you, it is more important for you to stay alive and get generators while your teammate is hooked. I would probably only go for try and save your teammate if you have a for sure chance, or you're 80% sure that you can get them. If not, just ditch them. Sorry teammates, but if you're right now, all you can do is play by yourself or get lucky like me and Brandon, get in a game with your friends. But if you're by yourself, you should not care that too much about the other person, because if you die, you're wasting your life and his life, and it's just not worth it. Especially with Bear Trap Guy. Bear Trap Guy will put a bear trap, so right when you get him off, you're gonna get trapped, and then he's probably gonna get knocked down again. So it's honestly not worth it, and just be very careful when trying to save your teammate. Tip number 3: when you use an obstacle, look behind you to see if the killer is going to break through it, or go over it if it's a window, or if he's gonna try and cut you off. If he breaks line of sight and goes around to try and cut you off, go back over the obstacle. It's an easy juke, and it's honestly it's not too hard to pull off, and they honestly don't expect it. A lot of people don't break down the obstacles. Brandon uses that juke so much, I don't get how he gets away with it. Tip number 4: hide. You want to hide as much as you can. The vision as the killer is really bad, so it's hard to see. And I've honestly gone away with just hiding in grass or behind a tree. If they're people are really new to the game still, so they aren't used to checking every little corner of their vision to see you, and it's pretty easy to slip past their vision if you're just crouched. So don't be afraid to hide. Don't get freaked out just because you see him, or just because you hear the heartbeat. If you hear the heartbeat, stay calm. And if you're being chased, break line of sight using a juke, like the one that I just talked about, and hide behind some barrels. Effing barrels will win you the game. Tip number 5: go for chests. The chests are very valuable. You'll get items like the toolbox, which is an extremely good item, as you can disable hooks. You can take the generators faster, and you can also get med kits to heal your teammates, and flashlights if you want to try and have the guy throw down your teammate when he's gotten picked up. So if you're looking for chests, they are usually going to be on a few maps. They're to the right or left of the generator. On most maps though, they will be in the basement area. Tip number 6: go for objectives. If you see that a teammate is being chased, or if he's being dragged to the hook, you want to go for objectives right then, because your teammate's trying to wiggle free. So that makes it so the killer has to go put him on a hook immediately, or he might lose that guy. So that gives you guys the time from when he's dropped to when he gets put on a hook to try and take as many generators as you can. Because the number 1 rule is, if you can't save your teammate, you should try and get objectives, so at least that if they do die, they don't die in vain. Tip number 7: if there are only 2 players left and you see the other guy get down, and if there's more than 2 generators left, I would say it's time to go find the trapdoor. If you don't know what the trapdoor is, it's a steel door that is somewhere on the map, and usually is around one of the main buildings. I've found it twice. Once it was outside the big building with the basement inside, and the other time it was inside the building. It's in one of my gameplays. I'll try and find the footage later. But as much as it sucks to just let a teammate die, remember, this is all about you. You want to be a better player. You want to be a better survivor. You want to get more blood points. So find that trapdoor as fast as you can, just throughout the game, and keep it noted. Tip number 8: when hooked, do not attempt to escape unless there is 0 chance of getting rescued. I see people you know, because they're new to the game. They try and escape right when they get put on the hook, and it sends them to struggle like that quick. It's snapping my fingers, because I think it's like if you try 3 or 4 times, you go straight to struggle. So the reason you don't want to do this is because, you know, you don't want to do it unless no one's gonna come for you. You don't want to do it because it speeds it up. It speeds up your death, and it lets the killer leave you faster. Usually killers at most levels are gonna try and, like, you know, camp around the hooked player to see if, like, they can bait other people to come and save their teammate. So it's best if you're being camped, and you have mics and you can communicate with your teammates like I do with Brand, I tell him not to come save me because he's not going to get me off the hook unless without dying. But yeah, so you want to struggle as long as you can on the hooks because it gives your team more time to take objectives, and then you feel like you have made a noble sacrifice. Your score won't project that. Like, sometimes, like, it's gonna happen. You're gonna be the first one that gets caught out, and you're gonna die first, and it's gonna suck. But if you struggle as long as you can, even if, like, if no one comes for you, you get lucky enough to, like, get it off the hook, like, that's great. But you want to struggle as much as you can. I hate when I have teammates who, like, get on the hooks and they know we're not coming, and then they just stop mashing the spacebar or stop mashing A button if you're using Xbox One controller, just because they know they're gonna die. So that kind of screws us over, like, as your teammates. And, like, even though it's a solo, like, your score is solo, you should try your best to, like, struggle, because, like, even that gives you a few points. Tip number 9: if you are having trouble finding generators, look into the sky. I say this because if you look into the sky, you will see the pulls from the generators, and it honestly makes the game just so much easier. Like, I can always find. I never thought of this. Like, Brand apparently thought of it a while ago, but I never thought of this, so I thought, may throw it out there. Kids who weren't thinking about it now notice that. But if you look into the sky, you can see the pulls from the generators, and it helps a lot, especially at the beginning of the game. Usually you are very close to a generator at the beginning of the game, so, you know, look 360, see if you can see any pulls around you. If not, just start running in a direction, try and find one. Tip number 10: stay calm. No matter what, stay calm. In almost every match, there is a way that you can win it. Even if, like, you lose a guy in the first minute, there's still a chance to win. There's still 3 of you. Even if it's just you can find the trap door. Like, there's plenty of chances for you to win. You just gotta stay calm and analyze the situation, and that's what lets you see what options you have and see what you can make happen. Okay, and bonus tip, like and subscribe for more gameplays and tips and tricks videos. I really want to try and help people as this new game comes out. I'm really enjoying this game. Kind of suck at it still, but you know what? It's fun. I'm gonna try and do a killer gameplay finally instead of the survivor like we've been doing. So watch out for that, and don't forget to check out our stream on Twitch. And yeah, hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.